All right, and welcome to the first episode of Murder or Malarkey, where you get to decide which story is true murder and which one is malarkey.
Or could they both be true, or could they both be malarkey?
Yeah, they could both be fake or they could both be real. So, the choice is yours. All right, are you ready?
I was born ready.
All right, story number one. Yoshi, 16 years old, had the tragic misfortune of knocking on the wrong door on Halloween. It was 1992 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and he and his friend had gotten lost on their way to a Halloween party. And mistakenly, they thought they had found it when they saw a house with Halloween decorations and the address 10311. The correct address of the party was 10131. So one number was off. Or switched. Okay, so what...
That would be two numbers switched, but go ahead.
Well,
I'm an idiot. Sorry.
My math is not too great, okay?
Your math.
Me and numbers ain't friends.
Okay. Malarkey. No, I'm just kidding.
I call BS. Okay, so whatever, however many numbers, you got them switched like dyslexic.
Gotcha.
Okay, but what an eerie coincidence that the first four digits of the wrong address matched the date of Halloween. Is that crazy?
Ooh, good one.
Okay. When the homeowner, 30-year-old Rodney Piers, opened the door, Yoshi excitedly told him that they were there for a party. Aww. And he didn't seem to realize that Piers had a gun. And he used it to shoot Yoshi point blank in the chest.
Oh my gosh.
Piers originally wasn't even charged.
What?
But there was a public outcry, and the case went to trial.
Oh, poor Yoshi.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened after that. Or do you? Is it real or is it not? That's the end of that story. All right, that was story number one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I cracked that code.
Okay. You're always that code cracker, man.
I am.
I'm glad, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, the next is called A Friendship to Die For.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, picture it.
Sicily.
The late 1840s.
Okay.
All right, it was the late 1840s. Spiritualism and seances were all the rage. One stormy evening, two sisters decided to take advantage of the spooky atmosphere and hold a seance. Their parents had seances as of late, entertaining friends. And there in the parlor room lay a spirit board, beautifully hand-painted. The planchette was hand-carved from birchwood, shaped almost like a heart. The tip of the heart, a sharp point. The girls knew that they weren't even to think about touching it, per father's warnings. But the howling wind from the storm seemed to beckon them. So they sat across from one another, spirit board between them, asking the spookiest questions little girls can ask. The planchette would slightly move, but the girls were unsure if it wasn't one of them moving it. Then they asked, "Is there a spirit here?" The front door knob kind of jiggled. Did the front doorknob turn? Nah, it couldn't be. The girls were alone, and mother and father weren't due back from the neighbors for some time. Thinking that they must be caught up in the moment and imagining things, they continued on. "Is there a spirit here?" Just then, the knob jiggled again. Terrified, the oldest sister grabs the planchette for lack of any other weapon. The sisters jump behind the door, ready for their intruder. And just when the thunder booms, the door swings open. Without pause, the eldest sister plunges the planchette's point into the neck of the intruder. Lightning illuminates the scene. A dead girl lay, dying on the floor, blood oozing from where the planchette's point had pierced her neck. This was no spirit. It was the girl's best friend dropping in unannounced. Okay, what do you guys think the true story was? Was the true story about the kid that got shot on Halloween? Or was the true story about the girls in the 1800s that with the Ouija board?
I believe that one is so crazy it's true. I think they're both so crazy they're true. But I'm going to go with number... I know I forgot my bell, so I'm so mad.
That's all right.
I'm going to go with number 1 is correct, is murder.
So the Halloween one is the murder, and the Ouija board one is not?
Is malarkey.
Oh, I have that upside down. I meant to go. You're right.